Good day, students. Welcome to math.serve.com. In this clip, we're going to be going over how to calculate the average rate of change, also known as the slope of the secant line. Don't forget to visit our website at math.serve.com for access to a wide variety of math tutorials ranging from algebra all the way to calculus. Let's take a look at the instructions for the examples we're going to be doing. We are to find the average rate of change and B, the equation of the secant line through the curve on the given intervals. Before we get started, let's take a look at the formula that will be guiding our problem solving process. Okay, the average rate of change, I'll call it AROC, on an interval AB, this is also known as the slope of the secant line, is given by f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Now this formula is the same thing as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now do you remember what formula this is? This is the formula for the slope of a line given 2 points, rise over run. So this formula that we're looking at here is just an advanced notation or version of the formula you already learned in Algebra 1. Okay? So f of b minus f of a is simply your rise, and b minus a is your run. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at our first example. Number 1, we have the function f of x equals negative 2x squared minus x plus 1 on the interval 0, 1. Okay, so in order to find the average rate of change, we need 4 ingredients. We need f of b minus f of a over b minus a. So we need f of b, f of a, b, and a. All right, so you want to note that this is an interval. 0, 1 is an interval, not a point. Okay, so is an interval along our x-axis. So this first, the lower bound is a, and the upper bound is b. So a is equal to 0. Next thing we need to find is f of a. F of a is f of 0, which simply means we have to evaluate this function at x equals 0. Okay, so we have negative 2 times 0 squared minus 0 plus 1. If you evaluate it, you end up with positive 1. Next thing we need is b. B is 1. And then we need to find f of b. Since b is 1, f of b is equal to f of 1. So f of b simply means we evaluate this function at x equals 1. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to have negative 2 times 1 squared minus 1 plus 1. Okay, let me scroll up to make sure I'm entering it correctly. Yes. If you evaluate this function, you're going to end up with negative 2. Since these 2 cancel out, they add up to 0. Now we have all the ingredients we need to calculate our average rate of change. So our average rate of change on the interval 1, 2, actually 0, 1, on the interval 0, 1 is simply f of 1 minus f of 0 divided by 1 minus 0. Okay, so if we use the results we came up with here, f of 1 is negative 2 minus f of 0, which is 1, divided by 1 minus 0. All right, and then we'll end up with negative 3 over 1, which equals negative 3. So there goes our average rate of change. We're also asked to calculate the equation of the secant line through this curve on this interval. So how do you find the equation of a line? Let's go ahead and write down the formula for the B part. The equation of a line, we're going to use the formula y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, so we just need a point and a slope. Okay, so our A is simply x1, which is 0. Our B is y1, which is, what is y1? y1 is f of 0. Evaluate the function at 0, which is going to be, let's see what f of 0 is. F of 0 is 1. All right, so there goes our point. And then our slope, m, is the average rate of change evaluated at 0, 1, which we did earlier, and that's -3. Okay, so we can pick any 2 points we need. We can pick x1, y1. x1, y1 is the same thing as a comma f of a using an advanced notation. Or we can use x2, y2, which is b comma f of b. All right, it doesn't matter which point you pick. As long as the point is on the line, then the equation will be accurate. All right, so we have everything we need to write down the equation of our secant line. So the equation of our secant line will be y minus y1, which is 1, equals -3 times x minus x1, which is 0. Okay, so this is the answer in point slope form. If you wanted to write this in slope intercept form, you just simply get y by itself. So all you do is you have y, you add 1 to both sides, and you have -3x plus 1. They both are the same thing, but just in different forms. All right? Okay, now let me go ahead and show you a shortcut on how to find the slope of the secant line on a given interval using the TI-89 titanium calculator. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it out. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to define a function and call it -2x squared minus x plus 1. So how do we define a function? All you simply do is store the function -2x squared minus x plus 1. Notice I'm going to store it in f of x. So just type it in. Alpha bar here is f parenthesis x. Okay, so just type in the function and store it in f of x. Enter. The calculator tells me done. What on earth does that mean? It means that this expression has been stored in f of x. Now every time you store an expression in a function, you want to ensure that it has actually done what it claims it has done. Okay, so you have to recall the function f of x, press enter, and you notice what it generates. Okay, so now that I have the function stored in f of x, I can do a lot of things with this function. Okay, one thing I want to do is calculate the average rate of change. So using my calculator, what I'm calculating here is f of 1 minus f of 0 divided by 1 minus 0. Okay, so in the numerator, I have f of 1 minus f of 0. Call that back down. And then that's the numerator. Okay, we're going to divide it by the denominator, which is 1 minus 0. Enter. And we get -3. So that's a cool way of using your calculator to calculate the average rate of change. Sometimes you'll be dealing with decimals, and it takes a lot of time to compute this individually, okay? So using this trick, you can quickly evaluate a function at bad looking numbers with ease, okay? So that clearly shows that our answer is in fact correct. Now, using these tricks I just told you on the formula, I would like you to try out the following practice problems. Just click on the attached worksheet and also check your answers. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. We really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe to our channel for updates to other cool tutorials such as this. And do post a comment in the comment section to let us know what you think about this presentation, or if you have requests for other math tutorials you would like us to make videos for. And also visit our website at math.serve.com. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day.